just saw Ant-Man this morning. Ah! So, I'm going to review Marvel's Ant-Man. I just saw it this morning. I woke up early to get the 10 a.m. show. Why the 10 a.m. show? Because I am broke and 10 a.m. show was $5. Yep. Anyway, Ant-Man stars Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, Michael Pena, who I love. I adore Michael Pena. He's like legitly the highlight of the movie. And this review might be a little spoilery, and why am I like not looking at where I'm going? Corey Stoll as Yellow Jacket. I love Corey Stoll on The Strain. Also, oh, I always like crack my neck in these videos. So gross. Anyway, so little backstory. I was not that excited about Ant-Man when I heard it was coming out. I was like, what the fuck is an Ant-Man? Like, as I've told you before, I am a big fan of the MCU, and not so much of the comics. So when they like start introducing characters, I have to do a lot of research, catch up, and then I was like, Ant-Man? What? Anyway, so I wasn't excited. I wasn't like, I knew I had to see it because I had to see the ending credits. I knew it was connected to phase 3. So it was important to see it. I wasn't excited until I saw like the trailer with Michael Pena, and he's like, for real, for real, for real, and that just seems so funny. So like, kind of got my excitement back up, and that proves the point. The supporting cast, I feel like, really makes the movie. Like Michael Pena, Anthony, little Anthony. Also, spoiler alert, this video contains spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie, go watch that shit. Go catch the matinee if you can't afford it, like I did. Or, you know, just hide under a rock until it, like, comes out on HBO. Anyway. I love this. I really enjoyed this movie, and I would suggest that anybody go watch it. It's a great one to start out. MCU, if you haven't started it yet and you want to get into it, you know, because it's a movie that doesn't depend on the other movies. It is connected to Age of Ultron, because they do reference the Avengers and, you know, the city dropping and blah blah blah. And super spoilery. Please turn this off if you haven't watched it yet. Please. Oh my god, what I freaked out when I saw the Falcon. Like, the Falcon has like a cool scene with Jack. Just called him by his Baskin-Robbins name. With Scott Lang, aka Ant-Man. That was really exciting because, like, Falcon got no love pretty much in Age of Ultron, and I want to see him more. So, also, sorry, that was me internally screaming. Also, like, the end credits, like, I was floored that people didn't stay for the end credits. Like, not even like the first one. Like, you know, there's always people who leave as soon as the movie's over, and it's like, you don't know by now that there's always end credits. Even if there's 1 or 2, there's always going to be end credits, so you better sit your ass in the seat and wait. And then I heard beforehand that there's going to be 2, and I'm glad I heard there was 2, but I pretty much trained myself to stay to like the end, the absolute end for any Marvel movie. So I was going to wait anyway. But like, after the first end credit scene, I saw people leaving, and I wanted to be like, don't go. There's 1 more. But I didn't want to be crazy because I was like by myself, and it was like early morning. Not early morning, because it was probably like 12:50 at that point. People had places to go. They weren't spending their home days in the movies. Like, I'm gonna be like, stop, don't leave. Even though I really wanted to, and on the inside I was. the second end credit scene, like, can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? Because I was like shaking. I'm like, they captured him, and I don't know why I'm like being vague, but obviously I told you this is super spoilery and not to watch this video if you haven't seen Ant-Man. Anyway, so they captured the Winter Spoiler, they being Captain America and Falcon, and he had his little arm, a little voice, and they were crazy. I wish, like, so that like brings up the question, like, in Civil War, is it going to go just straight into they captured him? Like, how are they going to set this up? Because, like, it was a whole big thing that they were looking for him and they wanted to find him and they found him, and then the movie's just going to start with, like, oh, we found him. You should have watched the end credits, bitch. Like, I don't know. I don't understand. And then, okay, another thing about the end credit scene, it was like, I don't know, I keep breathing like that because I'm just so excited. Another thing about the end credit scene was like, oh, should we call Stark? And they were like, no, we can't. Like, he couldn't do anything. Or, like, somebody, like, the Yakuza. Thought I heard the Yakuza. I should have looked this up. But I was like, the Yakuza? I don't think it was the Yakuza. But it was like, who's stopping him? And it was like, and that's another thing that, like, so it ties into Civil War. And I'm so glad I say it because I was, like, so excited. And I can't wait for Civil War. Even though it's still filming now in Georgia. So there's that. Another thing, like the little, this review has no beginning, middle, and this is just like me just rambling about shit. Another thing that was like so cute was, of course, the scene that is shown in the preview with little Thomas the Tank Engine hitting the Wasp, not the Wasp, Yellow Jacket, and falling over. Like, that was a cute little scene. And then the fact that the ant, like later on, like an ant got bigger permanently, and now it's Scott's daughter's little pet, which is kind of weird, but I can see how Scott would be like, it's okay, because like ants are our friends. And before this, I hated ants. Can I tell you? Ant-Man changed my view on ants as a whole, because like I live in Georgia, and that now, and it kind of like I've always been indifferent. One time I got bit by an ant, but that's another video for another time. So when I moved to Georgia, there was like the fire ants. You gotta watch out for the fire ants. And I was like, see these huge mounds of red dirt, and like I heard they're gonna fuck you up if you like stepped on them. So I was like, I am not here for ants. I've seen this movie and I'm like, okay, so I'm still not here for ants. But then they look so cute and they're like cuddly, but they're ants and they want, they want your food, and that's it. So basically, I don't know. I just thought they were cute now. They were cute in the video, in the movie. Another thing to talk about was like, oh my god, Michael Pena's character, Luis, was the best part of the fucking movie. Like, did I talk about it? I don't know. Anyway, like, the funniest scenes was with that character, and I love how they kind of, his scenes when he's telling stories, was kind of like drunk history, where it's like voiceover, like people are talking, but it's his voice as their voice. Like, super funny. So it's like drunk history. And I just like, I hope there's more of Luis in coming movies. And T.I.'s acting has improved. So there's that. He had some cute scenes. Who else? I don't know. Another thing, the only thing that was like weird to me, it wasn't like the best Marvel movie I've ever seen, but it like exceeds expectations, in the Harry Potter terms. I definitely was impressed. The graphics, they were really good. The scene, excuse me, that was so nasty. It's such a sucia. When he was like in the quantum realm, that was really cool. I thought it was cool. what else was cool? I'm really interested to see if they could, like, maybe in future movies, because you know there's gonna be like 3 Ant-Man movies and like crossovers and yada yada at the yang yang. Like if they could bring back Joanna. Sorry, I gotta look this up because I don't remember. I can't remember her name off my top of my head, but Hope Van Dyne Dyne. Was it her name Joanne Van Dyne? Anyway, Hank Pym's wife who died, they said he was trying to get her back so she could be still alive in the quantum realm. Am I saying this right? I don't know. I'm too excited. But just like falling or shrinking forever. My cat is out of control right now, so she is screaming her little head off. She is a wild woman. She's gonna be screaming in the background like I'm torturing her. She's like, anyway, so it would be interesting in future movies to see if they could bring her back, or like, I'm sure that it's gonna be like a storyline in one of the future movies, especially if Hope Van Dyne and Scott Lang are together. And it's like, it's always a thing, like, does there have to be a romance in every movie? Like, I would be fine with like Hope and Scott not getting together, but I don't know if that's like canon of the comics or whatever. But whatever. I don't know. I just think it's funny that Anthony Mackie is not on the IMDb for Ant-Man. He's uncredited. Even though Garrett Morris, I was so excited when I saw Garrett Morris as the cab driver. I'll insert a picture. Like, I feel like I've seen him in so many movies, and or like television shows growing up, like just playing like an old uncle kind of thing. And I thought it was funny that I saw him. I was also super excited for the, you know, the obvious and incredibly predictable Stan Lee cameos, because why am I so close to the camera? You can count on every Marvel movie till hopefully the end of time. He'll live forever. Let's hope. Anyway, so that was my review. I really liked it. I think anybody who loves Marvel movies will like it. It might not be their favorite one, but it definitely is good and entertaining. And it's a great movie to start out with if you want to get into the MCU, because it's kind of standalone-ish, like a standalone film, because it doesn't, it's not like the Avengers or, you know, whatever. So, or Captain America, you have to see like all of them, because everything is, ooh, that wasn't connected. So watch it, see it, try to, hopefully you can avoid spoilers. Ooh, I don't know why I'm saying this. If I told people who they didn't watch it not to watch this video. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go because I'm just rambling. And thank you, and see you soon.